John, you remember what happened? You remember what the last time when you watched the full game? John said he had came back from the barrel from. That nigga say, what you said? About John, tell him something about previous. John said, shoot. He said he came back in the room. He said he was a party leader.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Man, the boys been balling. Man, matter of fact, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Don't want to do it, but freak. Hold up. Shoot. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hey, set, 53! 42! The regular!
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Watch the pass. Rush in. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Brady gives to Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Now a play fake, Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, take 26. Check it back. Right now, you got 58.
31-yard line.
Hey, take 26.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
58. Watch the out.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get 300. Get 300. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Go.
To throw again. Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Now Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Inside. Hey, Foxtrot. These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. The throw complete to Dorsett. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Dorsett's got it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Brady, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the edge. Back one.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Rip right, rip right.
Now Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers on the money to the tight end, Graham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers again now. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Going deep here for Edelman. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to be set up down around.
That nigga gonna quit. That nigga gonna quit. That shit one of my dang on the other side, man. I did the same kind of thing play.
15-yard line.
It went through my nigga body into your nigga hands. Shit, bro. You talking about? Nah.
Brady now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
54. Mike 54.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Rodgers to throw once more. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
42, Mike 42.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
58 to Mike. Hey, zoom. 58, right over there.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. 10-30.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
26.
He was brought down by Jason McCourty.
Jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
On second down now, it's Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
first and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Hey, let's go. You can't block me. You can't block me.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets fielded in the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27. Dante Hightower on the stop. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
At the 27-yard line.
Protein spill. 51. What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey, Mike 50. Live. Get that quarterback.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Now Brady. He hits White, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Za'Darius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Throwing now is Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Kenny Clark, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
319.
Check.
Going right.
Check 25.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Inside. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Now it's Rodgers.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. To throw, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup.
Check 15.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
58's the money. 58. Hey, exit. All day.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. Edelman was the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jones has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Rodgers going to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover for us, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 24. Hey, check 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That 319, jump out! QB's trash. Let's go.
Rodgers now on first down. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Mike 42, Mike 42. 450. Out of time, let's get off the field. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Rodgers looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Brings up third and 13.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Yeah, Liz, under touch, 26.
Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Edelman there, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw